I offer my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of beloved Bhagwan, dearest Swami, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters. The topic that was given to me for this was a very, very specific one. Living his message was a general theme, but under it, the topic was a flower in God's garden, a star in God's heaven. And when I received that topic, be a flower in God's garden, be a star in God's heaven, I was like, my God, what a long topic it is. What a specific topic it is. But as I began preparing for it, I could see the magic of the topic. And as always, it was overwhelming because Swami is always so perfect. Let me take you all to the Garden of Eden, the perfect garden where there's everything: plants, shrubs, trees, grass, flowers, fruits, all these growing so harmoniously under the tender, nurturing care of the divine gardener. So, in this garden, all seem to be happy except for one blade of grass. And that blade of grass is so important for us because its thoughts are many times the thoughts that we get. So this blade of grass was wondering, why did God make me? Why did my gardener plant me? This garden is so magnificent. Look at Rose, how beautiful she is. Look at Mango, how tasty he is. Everybody is so magnificent, so awesome, so wonderful. I'm just a blade of grass. I'm good for nothing. What is it? Why did the gardener even plant me? This is something that happens to most of us. At least I know I went through this. Because, on one hand, when we are presented with great ideals and heroes and heroines to aspire for, the negative side of it is we feel, what are we? Where are they? What can I do? What difference can I make to the world? So that is what this blade of grass was feeling. And it was very worried, depressed, sad. Now I'll pause that story there to take you to another story. This one is in 1978. It starts then. Denver, Colorado, United States of America. A person of Greek origin who has migrated to United States gets to know about Swami and he gets interested, studies more about Swami, and in 2 years falls in love with Swami and decides that I have to go and see Swami. This was a person whom I met in the early 2000s at Prashanthi Nilayam. His name is Mr. Dimitri from Greece, but in Denver, Colorado. He shared his experience of his first visit when he went to visit Swami in Brindavan, Whitefield in 1980. So he went there and he was thinking, oh God, this is my God, this is my Swami. Swami is my everything. I want Swami, I want Swami. And when he landed up there, he saw there were 800 such people who were wanting Swami. And he thought, oh my God, this competition is intense. Where will I get Swami? I think at that time he didn't know that in 20 years from now he'll be competing with possibly 100,000 people. Everybody wanting Swami. Swami is my ultimate, Swami is my best. But where I am just a small insect in this crowd. So that is what it was. A few darshans passed. Every darshan he had only one prayer in his heart. Swami, I also want to serve you, Swami. Something I want to do for you. Please give me a chance, Swami. Something I want to do, Swami. I'm actually a nobody. I am nothing. I've just come here. There are so many people. Back in 1980 itself, a lot of prominent people would come to visit Swami, and he was seeing that, especially in Bangalore, because it's a city more accessible to the bigwigs. So he's seeing all these people come and go, and he's wondering, Swami, What? Just like that blade of grass. Let's go back to that blade of grass. It's also very perfect, the timing of this story, because the gardener comes and he says, I need something special. So the blade of grass thinks, yeah, maybe an apple, maybe the rose, maybe the marigold, maybe. And then after searching for a long time, the gardener comes to the blade of grass and says, I need you, Durva. Durva is a kind of grass that is very dear to Lord Ganesha. And Ganesh Chaturthi, you offer Durva grass. And of all the thousands of fruits and flowers and plants in the garden, the gardener bends and plucks Durva and says, Durva, I am going to offer you to the Lord. And Dhruva is so thrilled. Wow. Now I'll pause this story and go back to Dimitri. He's sitting there and Swami completes his darshan round. Swami has gone in. Everybody gets up, dusts their mat and starts walking. Time for coffee, tea, breakfast. Many times I wonder, do we love Swami or do we just like Swami? What is the difference between love and like? When you love something, you can never have enough of it. Like is different. Like is like a gulab jamun or some, the tasty sweet that was kept outside. What is the name? The Malaysian halwa kind of thing. Yeah. Lovely, superb. You eat one, wow. You want one or two? Two. You want two or three? Three. Wow. The more the merrier. 4, 5, 6 or 7. Nah, 6 enough. 6 or 10? No, 6 enough. Why? More merrier. No, up to a certain point. After that, enough. In fact, in our Bharatiya scriptures, there is a term to denote this. It is called different kinds of Vairagya. Vairagya means detachment. Detachment is a very beautiful thing. But Swami in his discourse tells there are different types of Vairagya, different types of detachment, which are all temporary. This is called Udara Vairagya. Udara Vairagya is when you have so much of it. Just imagine you have a lovely feast. Have that feast, eat ice cream, everything. You feel your stomach is bursting at its seams. You loosen the belt by 2 notches so that it can fit in the stomach. And then somebody comes and tells, you want this tasty fruit? Nah, I don't want. Eat, it's very nice. Oh, your mouth, see, my mouth is salivating. No, nothing. I'm absolutely detached. I don't want. That detachment lasts only till next morning, till we go to the restroom. After that, oh, get it on, bring it on, we'll eat again. So when we have an excess of something, you feel detached. That is Udara Vairagya. Like that Swami says, there is Smashana Vairagya. What is Smashana Vairagya? When a near or dear one passes away. It need not be even a near or dear one. Any funeral you just attend. When you attend the funeral, you will suddenly, something hits you, It might be a person who is not related to you also. But just that sight of a body being buried or a body being burnt, when you just look at it, you just feel that after all the things we do in life, this is what is going to happen. That's it. In fact, Swami graphically describes it. When you burn a body, that is the tradition in Bharat. When you burn the body, the spinal cord bends. So because of that, the body rises up. That's why many times they keep wood, stones, everything on the body also, so that the body doesn't rise up. But what Swami says very philosophically is, there's a huge procession of people if we are lucky. If we are lucky, there's enough procession to come for the funeral. Otherwise, sometimes people are not there for the funeral also. And they all come and they cry, weep, and then Swami says, once they set fire, because that's the tradition, they just walk away. And Swami says, after 10 minutes, the body rises to see who is there. Nobody is there. Till now, everybody said, I am everything. No, nobody is there now. And then it falls back. I'll as well burn and go. But when we attend a funeral, we suddenly feel something hits us. I feel, what? I am fighting with my boss for promotion. What is this? Money, money, money. Who wants money? This person is depressed because a girlfriend or boyfriend didn't speak. Who cares? All this is Maya. Sairam. That's all. Next day we go back to work. We are again fighting for promotion. Temporary, that's all. That detachment doesn't come till we see the next death. That is Smashana Vairagya. Like that, Swami says there's another, Abhava Vairagya. The detachment that comes because of lack of something. Do you want to be the president of Malaysia? Who wants to be president? Brother, it's a crown of thorns. No need. We are just happy where we are. I can never become okay. So I'll just say, who wants it? It's like the fox that said the grapes are sour. Who wants to eat that grapes? Sour grapes, it is. You can't get it. That's why you're telling it. Do you want to be the world's #1 tennis player? Brother, worldly desires. No. Who wants? Let the #1 tennis player come and tell, no, tennis is nothing. That is great. Having achieved it, you say there's nothing in that. God is everything. But without achieving it, that is Abhava Vairagya, Swami says. You can't, you don't have capacity, so you tell who wants. Then Swami says there's Prasuti Vairagya. That is something specific to the women. Swami says that when you give birth, the labor pains are so intense. Men can never understand it. Somebody said that when I had kidney stones, that's somewhere close to what women undergo during giving childbirth. And at that time, every woman says, enough, I don't want this anymore. But we have people with 2 children, 3 children, 4 children, because that is only temporary. And finally, Swami says, the 5th category of Vairagya, detachment, Purana Vairagya. Listening to a satsang, listening to spiritual talk, that's it. Why we want anything? This is enough. It lasts only for that day. Next day it will be gone. Even me, I am giving all this gyan from here, but I will also go and forget all of this. So these are all temporary detachments that come. I don't know how I got onto the detachment topic. Let me go back to the other D, that is Dimitri. So Dimitri is sitting there and he's hoping that Swami gives him an opportunity or something, and that's it. Swami goes in and he's just sitting there. Suddenly the gates open and one person comes walking out and says, Dimitri from Greece, Dimitri from Greece. Look, my God, I'm not from Greece, I'm from Denver, I'm from USA. But it's amazing. Looks like there's some other VIP whose name is Dimitri who is from Greece. What a coincidence. But then nobody is going to this person. So he says, okay, let me try. So he says, I am Dimitri. From Greece? No, I'm actually from Denver, but I'm from Greece. You only. Swami is asking for you. Okay. Swami is saying that he needs a little help. Are you ready to do it? This guy's jaw drops down. Yeah. See, the devotees from Greece have written this letter to Swami. Swami wants Dimitri from thank you, and that person first embraces him. Says, thank God. You know, there inside, Swami told, give this to Dimitri from Greece. I asked Swami, how to find him? Swami said, he's there, you go call, he'll come. Thank God you came. Because he doesn't know who is Dimitri from Greece. And he says, so Swami wants the letter translated. Can you translate it? And he says, yes, I will do it. So Brother Dimitri told me that he sat through the night. 5-6 times he went through the letter to ensure that the translation is perfect. And he translated in all capital letters, he wrote. Big block letters. So that it's easy to read for Swami. And then next day, went there at the gate, the person comes and he says, yeah, here it is, sir. Okay, and he just looks at it and says, why you wrote everything in capital letters? Then, no, sir, so that Swami can find it easy. My handwriting may be bad, so that he can find it easy to. Said, yeah, that is nice on your part, but don't think Swami knew you are here. None of us knew that you are Dimitri. None of us knew you are from Greece. He knew that. When he knows that, doesn't he know that you have? Doesn't he know what is there in the letter? It's just a chance that he gave you. Be happy. This is what that gentleman told him. He said, and he just felt grateful. He said, there was a moment when I felt I'm insignificant, I'm good for nothing, and Swami gave me an opportunity. That is what happens to all of us. We are like that Durva grass. That Durva grass offered itself to the feet of the Lord. Dimitri got a chance, D for Durva, D for Dimitri. He also got a chance to do something for Swami. Being a flower in God's garden is about not being egoistic. And when I say egoistic, it's not just about I'm great, I'm awesome. It is also ego to say I am insignificant, I am good for nothing, I am useless. No, how can I be useless? God has touched me. Self-confidence is neither pride nor is it self-deprecation. Don't put ourselves down. Self-condemnation is equally ego. Because what is ego? Ego means identifying with the body. And when I feel proud that I did it, I'm identifying with the body. When I feel ashamed and say I'm good for nothing, then also I'm identifying with the body. Often we think ego only as pride. No, self-condemnation, self-criticism, that's also ego. In fact, in the scriptures or something, there is, I don't know where it comes, but there is this mantra, which, not mantra, it's like a shloka. They just say, Papoham, Papakarmaham, Papakarmana, meaning I'm a sinner, I have done sins, forgive my sins. And this used to be chanted even in the bhajan hall. The priest who does so many pujas, this also comes. One day Swami came and told, stop what you're telling. Don't tell that. Don't tell Papoham, Papakarmaham. Don't say I am a sinner, I do sinful deeds. Swami changed it. Swami said, say Praptoham, Prapta Karmaham. Praptoham means I am divinely blessed. All my actions are divinely blessed. Because, dear brothers and sisters, whether we believe it or not, we are divine. You know, there was once a person who said, I don't believe gravity. Gravity is nonsense. No, scientists have proved. Scientists are like, I don't believe them. Oh, but everybody tried their best. Emotionally, logically, scientifically, nothing. I don't believe in gravity. Then somebody said, kindly step off the building. Gravity does not wait to see whether you believe it or not. Gravity will not say, hey, this guy doesn't believe, so you fly. You believe in me, so you can. No, you just step off, you're going to crash. Brother, sister, it doesn't depend on your belief. Same way when Swami tells we are divine, whether we believe it or not, that is the truth. And that is why we have to be so careful about our thoughts. Please don't have self-defeating thoughts. Because it is God cursing God. That's why it is said, Yad bhavam tad bhavati. God you think, God you are, dust you think, dust you are. Because that is what it is. Our thoughts are so powerful. So never feel that I'm insignificant, what I can do. No. Remember, Swami would say, a monkey became the greatest. Because, why? Hanuman yearned for Rama, that's it. Hanuman is a part of Rama. Even if we look at our epics, the way they are written, so metaphorical they are. One story that is often not told, I don't know if everybody knows the Ramayana, but the very basic is an emperor does a yagna from which he gets paisam, which is a sweet dish, which he gives it to his 3 wives, from which the 4 brothers are born. Why 4 brothers? Because one of the wives decides to have bath and then drink this pudding. So she's had her bath and she's drying her hair on the terrace. One eagle comes and picks up her pudding and goes away. And she's like, oh my God, I can't have children now. So she comes running to her other 2 queens and tells, oh, I don't know. So both the queens tell her, oh, don't take little. Like, you know, in India we do soup 2 by 3. Means order 2 soups, distribute with 3, because too much soup if you eat, you can't eat the main course. So they do 2 by 3 paisam. So the eldest queen gets Rama. The youngest queen gets Bharata. This middle queen, who got half from both, gets twins, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. And Swami says when they were born, these 4 princes, the twins used to always cry. Then this family preceptor Vashishta tells, that is because you don't put them separately. Keep Lakshmana in Rama's cradle and keep Shatrughna in Bharata's cradle. Then they'll stop crying. Why? Because they are part of the same paisam. This came from Kausalya, no? So he wants to be with him, that's why. That's why Lakshmana, he gave up his wife also and went to the forest with Rama to serve Rama. And Shatrughna was always with Bharata. But hey, wait a minute. That eagle that took paisam, what happened? Did the eagle eat the paisam? No. The eagle flew and dropped the paisam into the hands of Anjana Devi, who is the mother of Hanuman. She drank that and Hanuman was born. Naturally, he is attracted to Rama. So beautifully, you know, our authors are amazing. So nicely, it's all tied up. But it also shows that we are all part of God. We've just forgotten. Hanuman also had that problem. He would forget. He would forget his strength. That is why when they came to an ocean and they don't know what to do, All are standing there. One monkey is telling, I can jump 10 feet. Another is telling, I can jump 20 meters. One is saying, I can jump 25.23 meters. You set up an Olympic record, brother monkeys. This is whole ocean. Who can jump? Not only Hanuman. Everybody is only Hanuman. But Hanuman himself is not telling anything. Because Hanuman doesn't know his capacity. Then Jambavan the bear comes and tells, oh Hanuman, if you will with one jump you can cross this. No, come Hanuman, get up. You do. You tell Jai Shri Ram and you can. Then Hanuman says, yeah, Jai Shri Ram I can. It is Jai Shri Ram. Hanuman, everybody thinks Hanuman flew across. So he didn't fly, he jumped. It was one leap across. We have in our Sai organization also many Hanumans. We have seen 59 of them graduating today, potential Hanumans. I just hope that they don't forget the potential. Everybody has the capacity to jump the ocean. So never feel, oh, nobody is doing what I can do. No, start, each individual start and see how the power of God comes. That is what is about being a flower in God's garden. Every flower is worthy of being offered to the Lord. Just ensure you're offered to the Lord. That incident I mentioned about Dimitri, and after that I was just wondering, that incident, that story is very nice, but Swami, when you know everything, why are you collecting letters? Why should we write letters? This is a thought that came. Swami, you know everything, right? Why should we write letters to God when He knows everything? And this is why I said it is so beautiful when I got the topic, because even as I got this question, this thought, the answer came as the second part of the topic, which is about being a star in God's sky. Let me explain to you how. This question of why should we write letters to God? Why should we write? I found out that this question has bothered many batches of students before me also. And each of them have been resolved in beautiful ways. And one story that I got to know resolved my doubt. There was at that time a lecturer called Dr. M. Sainath. He had the chance of staying with Swami, in Swami's residence, assisting Swami, helping Swami. Helping Swami in quotes. All of these are opportunities, that's all. It's like Hanuman, after Rama's coronation, everybody felt jealous of Hanuman. If this Hanuman comes and everything he does for Rama, if he comes here, none of us will get any work. So let's do one thing. When Hanuman is not here, we'll make a roster of duties. And all duties will allocate to everybody. So when Hanuman comes, we'll tell, sorry boss, all jobs done, no work for you, you are unemployed. So Hanuman comes and says, okay, what can I do for Rama? I also want to do something. Boss, no, enough. You did enough. You jumped ocean, got news about Sita, all that done. Your FedEx courier services are all well received. But now you can chill. But Hanuman can't chill. I don't want to chill. I want to serve. I want to be with Rama. So he says, can you show me that list of duties? I'll check. Okay, check. So he sees everything is allocated. One duty is there. One duty that is not. I'll do that. What duty? In India, we have this practice. So, when we yawn, actually, we don't do that because it looks very ugly, like a hippo opening and showing your esophagus, how many teeth you have, what color your tongue is. It's not nice. So we just curl and we snap. So Hanuman says, when we yawn, we snap our fingers. So emperor should not. So when emperor yawns, I will snap. I say, okay, do fine. Okay. Anyway, small work, no. Hanuman, whenever Rama yawns, Hanuman will snap finger. That's all. Okay, fine. You do that. Nothing else. Done. Then they see Hanuman is going with Rama everywhere. In the bedroom, in the kitchen, eating, everywhere he's sitting. Hey, Hanuman, what you're going on bugging Rama like that? Don't know when he will yawn. Whenever you have to be ready to snap. And so Hanuman ended up being next to Rama full time like that. So you see, it's not like Rama needs somebody to snap fingers when he yawns. Hanuman is given the chance because he yearned for it. So also, somebody is holding kerchief for Swami, somebody is taking letter. God needs nobody. But he gives an opportunity. So Sainath sir had that opportunity. I'm saying Sainath sir because he was my lecturer, teacher when I was studying. And he was narrating how one day in the old hostel when they were there, they were all discussing about this very topic. What do you think? Swami reads all letters. So many he'll be collecting. How much time? Because you see, Swami, both hands will be full. 2 covers were walking behind. That's also full. How will he read all these letters? No, Swami reads every letter. But Sainath sir here, who was there, he said, no, I don't think. See, physically, that much time is not there to read. I don't think he reads all letters. He may just look at all letters quickly. That's it. No, it went on. Finally, they said, okay, let's see. And next day, Swami was giving Pad Namaskar to some of the Sevadal who had finished their duty. He was blessing them, Vibhuti packets. So Sainath sir was one among them who got the opportunity to distribute Vibhuti packets to all of them. In the end, he has to go and keep back whatever is remaining inside the interview room. And when he kept it and he was about to leave, he saw that the door had been closed. So that was again a signal from Swami. If the door is open, that means you keep and go out. If the door is closed, that means you be inside. So he just sat there. Swami was sitting in one corner on his chair, full pile of letters. So Swami picks one letter into the dustbin, picks another letter, doesn't even see it, into the dustbin. Third letter he sees, just sees, okay, into the dustbin. And he says, I got my answer. So Swami does not read every letter. Correct, he doesn't have time. It goes straight from the collection bin to the dustbin, unopened. Even as he's thinking like this, Swami looks at him and tells, what? It's amazing. This would happen with Swami many times. Like, you'll be thinking something and you think nobody, like outside, it'll be very peaceful face. So many times it has happened. There was one brother, Indreshwar, he has narrated it. Somebody, he comes from a royal family and there was an accountant who was cheating their family and swindled so much money. He got to know that. So he was sitting there in Mandir and just now he has received the news of how much money has been swindled. And Swami has come, so he's sitting there. But in his mind, he's like, oh, this accountant and run away also. So he just doesn't know what to do. So he's imagining that accountant's face and he's smashing him inside in his mind. He's just thinking that. Outside is calm, in meditation. Like that. Suddenly, interview room door opens and Swami comes walking out. Says, Gopal, what are you doing? Swami, what? Everybody is wondering, no, he's Papam Swami, nothing. Angel, Swami just sitting there and meditating. Come in, Swami tells. When he goes in, Swami tells him, you will kill him, don't do that. Kill whom, Swami? Him only, why are you punching him so much? Oh my God. This is Swami. No, Swami said. Swami said, no. When you do that, it is as good as killing somebody. And he said, Swami, do you know what he did? I know. If I know that you're sitting and punching him, then don't you think I don't know what he did? No, this Swami didn't tell, I'm just telling. So, Swami says, let go. How, Swami? He says, close your eyes. He closed his eyes. And then Swami says, what do you see? In his mind's eye, he sees that he is on top of a mountain. There is an ocean there. And it's a very peaceful scene. Automatically, this is a scene that comes. He says, Swami, I am in this mountain top. Who is there? And he sees that accountant is there. And Swami says, what do you feel like doing? Go do whatever you want. He just rushes and punches him. And this guy is going to fall now, down all jagged rock, that's it, straight, down to up directly. He'll get interview with God straight away. And as this person falls, he turns around and he sees that in his hand there's one sweet little baby. And he's like, oh no, and grabs onto that person. And he pulls him back up. It is that love that he's feeling for that little baby. He pulls him and that person says, thank you. And he takes him and Swami breaks him out of that reverie. And Swami says, what are you feeling towards him? Says, Swami, nothing. Swami says, your karma with him is now cleared. Don't propagate the karma like that. Any time you have negative karma with anybody, just picture them and let love flow. Then that karma with that person is finished forever. Don't prolong. This is what Swami said. I brought this to say that every thought that goes on, Swami says, and many times it happens, you think something, Swami turns and talks to you about that. So Sainath sir is here thinking, I was correct only, Swami doesn't read letter. This he is thinking, but in his mind he is just calmly looking at Swami with a smile. Swami looks and says, what? What, Swami? Nothing. When he says it's nothing, Swami says that is Guru Droha. Guru Droha means cheating your Guru. Swami, what? Like, Swami, you're using big words on what I did. Like, what Guru Droha? Swami said, when you're having doubt, you're telling no doubt. That is Droha. Don't tell lies. Swami, actually, I know. Pick one letter, Swami said. You know, these magicians do, right? Card, pick a card. Show it to the audience, don't show me. That magician does. He wants all the audience because he wants applause from the audience. Swami does his miracles simply like that because he's not doing it for applause. He's doing it for a cause. God does everything for a cause, man does everything for applause. That's the thing. That's why when applause doesn't come, man stops doing. But God never stops. So he picks up a letter, Swami says, open it. He says, Swami, it's for you. Open it. He opens it. What is Chattopadhyay saying? His son is doing well now. He's very grateful to Swami. He had got cancer, so he came last year. Swami gave vibhuti. Now he's recovering fast. It's like, it couldn't have been a better summary. Reading all of this. And he says, then he goes to Swami and he says, Swami, why should we write letters to you, Swami? Why should we write? You don't need us to write letters. I never need you to write letters. You needed to write letters. We write letters to Swami because we need it, not because Swami needs it. When you write a letter, Swami said, when you write a letter, you are having a thought. That thought is translating itself into words. And those words are translating themselves into a deed when you are writing. There is harmony and unity of thought, word and deed. Manas ekam, vachas ekam, karman ekam, mahatmanam, Swami says. A person who has harmony and unity and purity of thought, word and deed. Trikarana Shuddhi. Important to translate it into English as unity and purity of thought, word and deed. Because you know, before it used to be translated as unity of thought, word and deed. What you think, you speak and you do become great. So somebody said, if I think of killing, speak of killing and go and kill, will I become great? No. Shuddhi means purity also. Pure thoughts. You think. And Swami says, manas anyat, vachas anyat, karman anyat, duratmanam. If your thought is something, word is something else, deed is something else, you are a duratma, bad soul, bad being. Letter writing is one sadhana where you are able to achieve easily harmony and unity of thought, word and deed. That's why even to this day, when I really feel desperate, I write a letter to Swami. I write, dear Swami. You know what? This is amazing. Just try it out. Any trouble, any problem, no? Start writing it to Swami. Even as you're writing, you start seeing the perspective. Dear Swami, this person is bad-mouthing me. And you can already imagine Swami telling, so Bangar, I know who you are. Yeah, Swami, not worth writing this. What? Let him talk. Swami would say, people will speak. In fact, in one discourse, Swami said, how to deal with criticism. He said, there are some people who call me Buttatala Sai Baba. Buttatala means basket-headed Sai Baba. And Swami said, I don't get upset. Because that is true. Yeah, my head is like basket. So what is it? Fine. Okay, fine Swami. What you are, if people are telling, you don't get upset. Then Swami says, some people tell me Buttatala Sai Baba. Meaning, bald-headed Sai Baba. And Swami said, I don't get upset. Because it's not true. Yeah, you tell what you want, it's not true. If somebody calls me a terrorist, I won't feel bad. Because it's not true. So very simple. Somebody criticizes, is it true? Yes, correct yourself. If it is false, don't. Either way, don't get upset. So, when we write a letter, when we are doing this to Swami, automatically, no, so much clarity comes. You see how minuscule that thing is. It's a beautiful sadhana. You start writing and you scratch, but in your heart, with all intensity, know that Swami is reading it. That, because again, it's just, there's nobody who is being cheated. We ourselves will cheat ourselves if we don't do it sincerely. But when you do it sincerely, automatically what needs to be written, and suddenly you get such clarity. So the letter, was it for Swami? No. It is for my benefit I am writing a letter. Just like I am not doing bhajan for Swami. Swami has got nothing, he's got enough bhajans anywhere. It used to happen, sometimes in Prashant Nilayam, Suddenly one bhajan will be terrible. Somebody will sing out of, out of tune, out of shruti. Terrible it will be. Sometimes Swami would jar like this, but other times Swami will simply sit in trance. And I used to think Swami has gone for some bhajan session in Japan maybe, or Malaysia. How beautiful it was today morning bhajan. Beautiful. I got tears in my eyes. What a lovely bhajan session. It brings Swami here. Really. Not that Swami is not here. But we need it. We need all of that to feel his presence, and that bhajan brings here. So, when we sing bhajan also, we may think, God is Bhava Priya. God loves only feelings, brother. So, let us all sing. Yeah, if like that you want to sing, sing in the bathroom, sing in your bedroom. Don't sing in the mic. Because Bhagwan is Bhava Priya. Bhaktas are not Bhava Priya. Bhaktas like Raga, Tala, everything. So, please practice a lot. Swami would give a lot of importance. So, even then, the bhajan that I am singing for my benefit. I am not singing it for God. The seva I am doing it for my uplift, not for God. So that, Swami said, so that you can achieve unity of thought, word and deed, write letter. Which brings me to the last part, the last story. I told you about Durva, grass. Let me tell you about Dhruva, another D. Dhruva was a child born to King Uttanapada and Queen Suniti. Suniti was not the favored queen. Suruchi was the favored queen of the king. So her son would always get to sit on the father's lap. Dhruva never sat. And he wanted to sit on his father's lap. The stepmother comes and tells, get off. Only my son can sit. But mom, I also want to sit on my father's lap. Then go and ask Narayana to be born as my son. Then you can sit. Then he goes to his mother and says, mother, is it true that if I'm born as her son, I can? He says, yeah. So then I'll go and ask mom, I want to sit on my father's lap. Yeah. The mother also, though she is helpless, she tells the son, that's amazing. As long as it's on the path of God, go ahead. Wonderful. Blessing to have such mothers. I'm grateful to Swami for my mother also. My mother, oh my God, crazy. Every time, be with Swami, be with Swami, be with Swami. Summer vacation would come. Swami goes to Brindavan. We are free now. I want to go home. Why I want to go home? I can play my video games. I can meet my friends. Okay. So, my mother, I call up and tell mom, vacation started. She will tell, beta, stay with Swami. Everybody is telling parents are missing them. Mom, what mother? You don't miss your son now. What? That's it. You're given up. No. I miss you, my son. But you know what? You be with Swami. That's the best thing. You be with Swami. But I'm not happy. Mom, but I miss you so much. Actually, my video games. But my mom also, no? Yeah, so I can tell. I'm not telling a lie anyway. I'm missing my mom also. Mom, but I miss you so much. But you won't get this chance to be with God. Arvind, we have taken so many births. You have had so many mothers. God, you have got this time. Don't give up. But I would be like, I want to go and play. And I would tell my mom that, Mom, I want to go, mom. What kind you are? I'm telling I'm missing you. You don't. What sort of a mother you are? And then my mom does a terrible thing. She books a ticket and comes and stays with me in Bangalore and says, you have darshan. Right? Mom, my video game is in Bombay. You landed up here. Dhruva's mother tells you go. Pursue Narayana. So Dhruva goes. Where? Yeah, go. Seek him. Don't give up till you find him. How to find him? He will find you. What I should do? Seek him. Where do I seek him? Anywhere. These are the answers that the child Dhruva gets. 6-year-old, he starts walking. How? But that's what it is. All we need is that yearning. All we need is that guidance. Go on. Don't give up. Narada comes, sage Narada, and tells him, hey, I'll teach you mantra. What you're doing alone in the forest? I want Narayana. Oh God. Narada takes compassion and teaches him, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Chant this mantra, you will get. Oh, okay. He starts chanting. Dhruva does such penance that Lord comes, Vishnu comes. And it is said, when Vishnu comes there, he stands. See, I get goosebumps when Vishnu stands in all his glory. Dhruva is just dumbstruck. Om Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad Sabhumim Vishwato Vritva Atyatishta Dashangulam. He starts chanting the Purusha Suktam. It is said in the Bhagavata Purana, it is documented. He chants the Purusha Suktam. Imagine 6-year-old boy. That is why Vedas are not something that you read. They are vibrations. That vibration, it just emanates from him. And Vishnu says, child, what do you want? And what does Dhruva say? Why he came? So that he can be born to Suruchi, so that he can sit on Uttanapada's lap. But what does Dhruva says? Dhruva says, Lord, I want nothing. I want you. And Vishnu says, no. Tell what you came for. No, Lord, I want you. Dear brothers and sisters, the beauty of sadhana is such. Whatever we might be when we started off, whatever our desire might be when we started off, the process of sadhana refines us, transforms us, that towards the end we say, Lord, we want you. I know I started off for something else, but I don't want that. But Vishnu says, no, Dhruva. You have thought about it. You have also done action for it. Speak it out also, so that you become a Mahatma. Have unity in thought, word and deed. I will give you myself, but I want you to rule that kingdom for 36,000 years. So ask. And Dhruva says, yes, Lord, I came so that I get a chance to sit on my father's lap. You will go, you will be received by a father, you will be made the next king, and you will rule for 36,000 years. That is what the Puranas say. And after that, you will be the most special star in my heaven. That is what is called Dhruva Tara, Dhruva Nakshatra, or the pole star, which everybody sees. It's always in the north. It has been used by navigators, by people who go in the sea, everybody as a guiding, the pole star, Dhruva Nakshatra. That is the story of the pole star, Dhruva, a star that guides everyone. When I think of being a flower in God's garden, being a star in God's heaven, the only common thing I see between both these is that yearning for God. That is what is most important. It doesn't matter how many times I went to Puttaparthi. It doesn't matter whether I saw Swami or not. Honestly, it doesn't matter. And this is not me telling. Swami said that. I'll conclude with this one episode which happened in Kodaikanal in 2005 or 6. Swami had a fall, and Swami would take support from somebody to walk. And every day, everybody is seeing who gets this chance. Now, Swami will get up and ask some boy and hold his hand. Hey, how lucky. Holding Swami's hand. Everybody will be like, doing that plachak behind. Like, fellow. So one day, Swami called, hey, you come here, and held his hand. This is amazing, huh? You fight and sit in the front, and Swami holds your hand, it's okay. Swami choosing and picking, oh, great. Actually, they both are equally wonderful. But our human mind is like that. Simply held means okay. Called and held means special. If Swami took my letter, nice. But if he took only my letter and didn't take others' letter, very nice. Because our joy is all comparative. Flood will come. When the flood comes, everybody's house is damaged, destroyed. But my house, one wall fell down. What I'll do? Swami, thank you so much. Everybody's house is gone. But mine, only one wall fell, thank you. But many days before that, my house is fully fine, like nothing happened. But I don't tell thank you to Swami. Why? Because everybody's house is also fine. Why I should thank? Nothing. But when everybody's houses fall, that time my only one wall falls, then Swami, thank you. Because it's all relative. If I tell you won 1,000 ringgit, oh wow, very nice. Everybody else won 10,000 ringgit. Then God. What? I am the most unlucky fellow. Because it's all comparative. And it comes sometimes. I remember one person was giving a talk, and he said, in the flood only, he said, the floods came and we were all singing bhajans. Swami's grace, all the trees fell on the neighbor's house. This is what happens, sometimes, because our joy is all comparative. His both legs went, my only one finger went, okay. The thing is that yearning is, so here also when Swami called and said, come, I'll hold your hand, everybody, but that day Swami himself said, lucky fellow. Yeah. Swami is only telling how lucky he is. So everybody, yes, Swami. Yeah, correct. He's very lucky. You're calling and holding his hand. And then Swami says, holding Swami's hand, not important. What you're telling, Swami? You're changing fundamentals full. We are traveling and coming to hold your hand only, to touch your feet only. We want to be close to you. We want to smell your fragrant hair. We want the touch of your robe, the hem of the robe. One hair we fight for, one thread from the robe. What all we do, Swami? And you're telling holding hand is not important. But then Swami says, look at this. Swami says, I mean, he didn't repeat it. I am just repeating it for effect. Swami said, holding Swami's hand, not important. Yearning to hold Swami's hand, very important. That is what will give you everything. Meditate on these two sentences. Holding Swami's hand is not important, but yearning to hold his hand is very important. Which means, if you held his hand but did not yearn for it, you got nothing. But if you yearn to hold his hand and even did not hold it, you got everything. There's a beautiful Hindi song which goes, Ek Radha, Ek Meera. Radha and Meera. Radha was Krishna's closest dear friend. She spent time with Krishna. And Meerabai was born centuries later. This song is an apparent attempt to compare and contrast the difference between Radha and Meera. But when you understand Hindi and listen to it, you don't feel it any different. In fact, when you ask somebody who is lucky, Radha or Meera, tough for them to pick. Sometimes people even tell Meera, how can Meera be lucky? Meera didn't see Krishna. Radha stayed with Krishna. No, but Radha got separated from Krishna. Oh, but something that... Let me make it easier. Forget Radha and Meera. Meerabai is more lucky or Duryodhana is lucky? For those who know the Mahabharata, the wicked, evil Duryodhana. Duryodhana ate food with Krishna. He sat next to Krishna. He held his hand. Meerabai didn't hold Krishna's hand. But you know, in Trai Brindavan Swami's residence in Bangalore, when during a Trai session, Swami would remember Meerabai, you know. There is one song, Darshan dijo aap pyare, Darshan dijo aap. Meerabai's song. In that one line comes, Meera dasi janam janam ki. Meera is your servant for births and births. And when that boy is singing, Swami is sitting there and shedding tears. And I was thinking how blessed Meerabai is. And Swami would say, Meera, no, she banged her head like this, forehead, at the threshold of Krishna's temple, saying, Krishna, if I don't see you, what is the use of my head being intact? Let it shatter. And Krishna appeared there for her to see. That yearning of Meerabai was so intense that she got what Radha got. And because there was no yearning, though Duryodhana sat with Krishna, who held his hand, the Yadavas, they were Krishna's family only. They prided them, we are Krishna's family. But what did they do in the end? I'm sorry for so many Mahabharata references, but in the end, the Yadavas pulled out rods and hammered each other and killed everybody, killed each other. That is how history records. This is supposed to be God's family. It's not important to hold his hand, touch his feet, but it is important to yearn. That is what I feel we should do. That is what that Durva blade of grass did. That is what Dimitri did. That is what Dhruva did. Yearn. Get up in the morning. Swami, I'm not many people tell, brother, we are not able to feel the connect, but what to do? I also don't know what to do. There are days when I feel so dry. Then I go to Swami only and tell Swami, I'm not feeling you, Swami. I've not seen you in my dream. Swami, please. See, when I have a medical problem, I pray to Swami. When I have some financial issue, I talk to Swami. I write about it, I complain. Then when this is a problem beginner, why don't I tell Swami? Go and tell Swami. Swami, I want to love you, Swami. I want to love you till my heart bursts. Every moment my love for you should grow, Swami. I'm not feeling the connect. Please, Swami, please, please, please. See the way he responds. Because he is waiting. He is waiting for those who are hungering for his love. Because whether we believe it or not, he is also hungering. Isn't that what Swami says? In the beginning, there was no one to know who I was. and I separated myself from myself to love myself. God felt very bored, very dry. He wanted to love. That is why he separated himself. The whole creation is about God separating himself to experience love, and we loving God to experience oneness. This is the cycle of creation. God separates himself so that he can experience love, and we love intensely so that we can experience oneness. And the cycle goes on and on and on. That is all there is to be done in this life. That is the truth to be discovered. Dear Swami, every moment of our life, the love that we have for you, let it keep growing stronger and stronger. May we be fragrant flowers in your garden, shining stars in your heaven. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.